You found it. This is definitely the place. What did you find there? A journal? Ah, I see now. To decipher the future, we have to know the past. This is it. Seems this Tommy Bones fellow was duped by a Daedra named Desera. I've seen her before, lurking in the shadows of my visions, just out of focus. She must have put a hex on these gifts. Cursed treasures, the bane of all thieves. Desera must lead this wretched band of conspirators. The abductions, the void keys, the dead bandits, all her design. We know who she is. Now it's just a matter of finding her. Perhaps we can bait her. Reacquiring these gifts might do the trick. Tamriel doesn't suffer curses like this for long. Daedric hexes are too unstable. Nirn rejects them. Putting all three items in one place will shake the veil like moths in a spider web. With any luck, Desera will come to investigate. Kanzan, Musha, and I will gather here to prepare a gazing rite, a collaborative vision. If you manage to lure Desera out, we might catch a glimpse of what or who is driving her.
gathering up my gifts for me. Come along, beautiful. I want to repay you. Personally. More! Oh yes, give me more. Lovely one. I can't wait to hear you scream. Sweet, foolish mortal. You have no idea what's coming!
Glowing fog. Gaze deep beyond the twilight and perceive.
I see an island, a mountain of rage and
A
ashes.
great heart, pushing fire as blood. A source of power, cloaked in secrets.
A city of oil and bronze. A shrine to vanity, driven by clockworks There's more. A gathering of princes. 3 faces shrouded. All of Nirn drown in blood. Enough! Enough!
Rejoice, champion. You speak now to Azura, Queen of Dusk and Dawn. I glorify her body and make a vessel of her mind. Do not trouble yourself. She will return in time. Your true concern is these visions. My oracles perceive a holocaust, child. A Daedric storm the likes of which your mortal world has never seen. We wait and listen. Patience. A difficult concept for mortals, I know. In such short, beautiful, brutish lives you lead. For now, Dizera lies dead and my oracles breathe free air. That should be enough for you. Rhea sees but a sliver of what's to come. Even now, princes unbound by Sothasil's compact move against Nirn. I retire to Moonshadow to prepare. We'll meet again soon, in a distant land. Perhaps sooner than you'd like. Until then, walk in twilight.
What was that? Oh my. Was that? Did the Twilight Lady claim my mind? What an honor. What a profoundly disorienting honor. Very little. The Queen of Dawn and Dusk rarely talks about it. I know that the Dark Elf Tribune, Sothasil, summoned 8 Daedric princes to a summit in Cold Harbor. The princes agreed to stop meddling in mortal affairs. Directly, I mean. You are now. Just be careful. The Twilight Lady has a deep well of love in her heart, but it's a dark, tempestuous love. Love like hers has to be respected. It wasn't Dizera, I can tell you that. She was a formidable adversary, no question. But a plot of this scope? Mounting an attack on a Daedric prince direct? If Azura thinks it's so, it is so. Truthfully, I think it might be more than one. Only a prince would strike another prince. If this plot does go that high, we could be looking. The last part of our vision, the gathering of princes. Something deep and terrible lurks in that imagery. Your spirit appertains to our vision somehow. The island, the fire and ash, the clockworks and steam. You're planted like a tree, right? Hard to tell. The future grows murkier by the minute. Perhaps that's a good thing. Or perhaps it's a very, very bad thing. Only time will tell, I guess. I know one thing for certain, though. Your fate intertwines with that of Azura. Undoubtedly. And sooner than you think. Just remember, love and envy are 2 sides of the same coin. Like dawn and dusk, only a subtle difference keeps...
What could the Dominion want with a dead Hist?
I didn't know the Hist could die. What does a dead Hist look like?
Any word on your friend? Nothing. They've kept the morgue locked tight.
The swamps have never been so dark, I say.
everything was going just fine.
Only the finest wares here.
Only the finest merchandise.
My minions said you were on your way. Now that you're here, we can get on with our investigation of the cult's activities. The danger posed to your plane of existence hasn't waned, and my curiosity has yet to be sated. Are you ready to continue? Before we make use of the portal key, we must complete our own preparations. Then we can find the cult's base in Oblivion and determine their plans for the Cataclysm. You must acquire the root of a fluster fume plant and a tincture of befuddlement. The relic opens a portal to Oblivion, most likely the Deadlands. Regardless, we can't just stroll in and expect them to reveal their plans. I'll use those items to create a potion to fool them. It will make you appear to be the corpse lying here. Fluster fume plants grow nearby, southeast in the caves of Camp Bushnikbar. As for the tincture of befuddlement, I believe Orion the alchemist may have one at the outpost south of Bramblebreach. Return here when you have acquired both. No, it will make you look like the dead cultist when he was still among the living. That's the intent, anyway. I am not much of an alchemist, but I believe I can make this work. Mortal flesh is much more malleable than you would imagine. A little-known plant, the fluster fume has a wide variety of alchemical applications. For our purposes, the root will suffice. That's where all the confusion-inspiring properties congregate. It will help muddle the minds of those you encounter. Consider it an enhancement for the potion I'll create. A strengthening agent, if you will. It provides the necessary layer of bewilderment that will reinforce your disguise. An alchemist I know has a supply. Orion. You can find her at the outpost south of Bramblebeach. Tell her the tincture is from me, and give her some of those yellow rocks you more. When I learned the cult sought the relic, I acquired it first. Then they stole it from me, and I employed your assistants to retrieve it. During that escapade, we learned that the relic was a portal key to a waking flame base in Oblivion. My interests in these matters are strictly curiosity. I want to know more about their strange Cataclysm device and its ultimate purpose. You, I assume, want to stop the cult from unleashing the disasters of Mehrunes Dagon upon the mortal realm. No, but we can both get closer to our goals. We know that a cult leader called Sister Seldina is expecting our dead cultist to bring the portal key to her. And we know she plans to test the Cataclysm. We need to be there to witness that test.
You heard the Dread Lady? Get on with your mission. I'm quite certain she'll provide me with something even more tantalizing to accomplish. Something truly befitting a prophet of my status. You'll see. Right! Exactly! I ask myself that very same question all the time. It even keeps me up at night. But in the end, the answer I come to is always the same. Lyrinth is perfect in every way, and I can't fathom her reckonings. Well, not by responding to a notice on a job board, if that's what you're asking. My brother and I sought knowledge, a higher purpose. When Lyrinth appeared to us and demanded we tell her where to find a sweet roll, we knew we'd found. How else would you refer to it? Lyrinth summoned me, and I responded. Now I hear her words and share them with the world. Well, clandestinely. Some people don't respond well to outright worship of Daedric entities.
Anasazi is finished with this village.
The tincture is ready, but are you sure you want to deal with that woman?
That woman is very powerful, and I've enjoyed my discussions with her. What did she call herself? A prophet? So, what brings you to our little outpost, traveler? If you're looking for something specific, I must warn you that my alchemical stocks are severely limited at this point in time. Ah, you must be another one of the Dread Lady's followers. I've had a number of pleasant conversations with her prophet Rogatina, and I even got to meet the Dread Lady once. She mentioned she might have need of such a tincture, so I brewed one up. No disrespect intended, but I was hoping she'd come to pick it up herself. I so looked forward to basking in her glorious presence again. Ah well, perhaps next time. Here you go, and don't bother about the cost. It's a gift for the Dread Lady.
Just in time, little mortal. Place the root and the tincture in the cauldron. The root you found was a perfect specimen, and the tincture just the right shade of distraction. The potion should work perfectly now. Of course. Wheels within wheels and all that. After you drink the potion and disguise yourself as a waking flame cultist, I will pretend to be your prisoner. Not only are you returning with the portal key, you're bringing them a gift. Me. Devastator Rulin, the worm who led the craven attack on my lair. He had the good fortune of dying by my hand before his associate incapacitated me with that damn blade. You will pretend to be the cultist, and I shall pretend to be your prisoner. Sister Saldina's letter explained how to align the segments of the portal key. I shall set it accordingly and open a doorway to whatever realm the cult is using as a base. You drink from the cauldron and step through. Then our charade begins. The disguise is perfect. Now, I shall activate the portal key. Then, step through and assume your role. I shall do the same. Definitely not Nern. Let's look around. This is Fargrave. Interesting. We must find the Dagonists and determine what they're doing here. This obscure corner of Oblivion is known only as Fargrave. I certainly didn't expect the portal key to lead us here. I wouldn't have expected you to. The inhabitants prefer their privacy. It's a realm without a prince, which gives them a modicum of freedom. And it's a crossroads of sorts. A way station between Nern and the rest of Oblivion. Once you find your way to Fargrave, the paths through Oblivion become easier to navigate. Daedra and mortals alike can be found here, engaging in trade on a planar level. I begin to grasp why the Waking Flame have set up operations here. With no prince, the accords that make it harder for other realms to connect to Nern do not apply. Once they learn the way, with relics such as the portal key, the Waking Flame can move through Fargrave with impunity to reach Nern and the Deadlands. Not for any reason that won't give you nightmares, little mortal. Now, let's find the cultists so you can present your prisoner. Then we shall learn what we can about the cult's plans and the true purpose of the Cataclysm.
Devastator Rulin? Is that you? We fear the Dremora killed you, and who's that beside you? Is that Lyrinth the Dremora? I'm impressed, Devastator. I didn't imagine your mission would yield such notable results. Indeed, and the Fargrave Cataclysm could use a new Daedric entity. For the next test, of course. I'll let you present her to Sister Saldina personally. Right through that door. I'm sure Sister Saldina will want to hear all about your mission. And we've yet to attempt to use the Cataclysm on a Daedra of Lyrinth's caliber. I expect the results will be quite informative.
So, the mortal returns from its mission, and it brings a prisoner. How unexpected. And I assumed Lyranth was more capable. I would never allow myself to be captured by one such as you. Still, Nokvraz may want to question her before the next test. Does Sister Seldina not teach her Devastators anything of import? Volkina's Nokvraz is a favorite of Lord Dagon, sent here to ensure Seldina doesn't mangle the Cataclysm project. Such endeavors are too vital to leave completely in mortal hands. You're a mortal, but do you have to be so naive? Sister Seldina has her place, and she will keep it for as long as she proves worthy. When she no longer serves a meaningful purpose, Nokvraz will take action. Until then,
After the failure at the Dread Cellar...
Devastator, you honor me. How can a lowly acolyte serve you? The Cataclysm Initiative proceeds apace. Sister Seldina continues to make adjustments and